and Chat talk show.
It's all about chilling and chatting.
Absolutely.
And we're not going to be doing much of that in the next week. You're leaving me.
I am.
Going to Toronto.
Yes. You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing my family, especially my mom, because she has been sick for quite a while now.
I know she hasn't been well for a while. You've been talking about that, and hopefully it's not COVID or anything, is it?
You know, we were all a little worried about that, but no, she had the COVID test. She does not have COVID.
That's good.
But they did test her, and well, she had a minor heart attack.
Oh, my
Unfortunately,
goodness.
she's got 2 broken vertebrae, and then a lung infection. So there's a lot going on with my mom right
your
now.
poor
So I'm
mom.
just going to hang out with her.
Oh my goodness. You know, we're in that stage now that it's not just worrying about our kids, but it's also worrying about our parents.
Yeah, I think they call it the sandwich generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, you know what? Appreciate your time now with your mom because, you know what? I mean, I lost my mom early this year, another 2020 trauma, but anyway, but I mean, honestly, it was also a lot of relief that went with that because, you know, she had Alzheimer's for the last 10 years. And
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I started 10 years ago, but it was really the last 2 that were, difficult. And she was in a care home, and I just know that she would never want to live that way. So,
that's Alzheimer's is a horrible disease.
It is horrible, and there were some pretty horrible moments, but there was also some very sweet times too, right? And
tell us.
well, I mean, there's lots of sweet times, but I mean, one that I'm just thinking about right now is just, for my, love language of words of affirmation, but like every 2 minutes she would look up and say, "Oh, that's such a great dress on you. You're looking so slim." And I'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Mom." And 2 minutes later I'd hear it again. So it was awesome. I got to hear it over and over again.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have a really funny story about my grandmother. She had Alzheimer's at the end of her life.
Really? Okay.
And one day she was staying with my aunt. My aunt walked in the bedroom and she was sitting on the bed crying.
Oh.
And she went, "Mom, why are you crying?" She goes, "Oh, everyone's teasing me about my red hair." And here she is in her 80s with silver hair.
Oh my goodness.
But it kind of gave us some insight that she actually really did struggle with that as she was growing up. We didn't really know that. So
yeah, well, exactly. It's really the earlier memories that they hold on to, and it's the most latest memories that go fast. And my mom was always talking about her parents, and which was good. I tried to learn some things about them, but then she'd get distressed because she'd be like, "I gotta go home. They're looking for me. I gotta get back." And,
oh wow!
Yeah,
interesting. So when she talked about her parents, did she give you some insight about your family's past?
Some, and yes, I mean, I know I said this before, and that's one of my regrets that I didn't, actually write things down. Or
so you don't remember what it was?
A lot of things, no, because I know.
It's really good to, we got these great video cameras now. We all have them on our phone. Actually, the last few times I've been asking my parents questions, and I've been videotaping.
I remember you said that. I think that's a great idea. I should have done that. I have regrets for that. But, my daughter did a really neat thing. She gave each of us, myself, her dad, her grandparents, a journal with, about 50 questions in them, just asking different things about our lives, what, hardships did we have? What things were we proud of? Just things about our growing up. And so, she says this will be now a journal that she can keep and will be able to remember things about us and what our thoughts were when we were young. So I think that's a really neat idea. So
have you been filling it out? It sounds like a fabulous idea.
It's a great idea. The grandparents and the dad are filling it out, and I actually went to look for mine last night when I thought I was going to, share this, and I can't find it.
Oh no, Jenny!
But I know it's somewhere because we moved and it's packed somewhere.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be right back after wine and who, what, where, when, why.
Welcome to Wine and
Who, What, Where, When, Why.
And the big why today is
why are we in this beautiful limo?
And this limo is with Valley Limousine here in Chilliwack.
And it's owned by Ryan McCausland.
Cheers!
Cheers!
And we're very excited to be here, and we're going to explain the why soon. But first,
let's have some wine.
Let's have some wine.
All right.
And
cheers.
Cheers. Are we going to sip it? Okay.
Oh, smells. The bouquet. Fruit
very
forward is my favorite.
So today is Stag's Hollow, 2016 Merlot, a winery that's in Lake Country, or sorry, not Lake Country, Okanagan Falls.
Okanagan Falls.
Yes.
It's a family-owned winery.
Yes, exactly.
They own 2
25
wineries.
years.
Yeah, for 25 years.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I'm really impressed. Stag's Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good.
We have to start doing some visiting to that end of the world because we're always in Kelowna. So now we got to go over to the Penticton, Okanagan Falls area.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, and
Anyway,
then
we're going to learn more about our why.
in a minute,
So cheers for now.
we'll be right back.
So we're back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We are in the limo and we have picked up a few people. Let's see who they are. And over here we have another lady. All right.
Okay, so let's talk about why.
Why are we in a limo?
Why?
are we in a limo with all these beautiful ladies?
Why, Trish?
Why? Because of the Total Makeover Challenge.
Exactly. We're celebrating these amazing ladies and the challenge that they were in and what they did to win a spot in the limo and dinner at SNL Abbotsford
Okay, so we were supposed to have this
in March.
but then COVID happened.
COVID.
So we postponed it until now.
Yes.
So, do you guys want to say what you did to win?
I think this was the one where we had a lot of sponsors.
Yes.
We bribed all our family members, and we got lots of sponsors.
Woo! Good job.
Which led us to here.
So, Jennifer, how many sponsors did you get?
In a total, between the Amazing Race and my profile sponsors, I had 16.
Wow.
Wow!
That is
Congratulations. And Cal?
I think I had 13. So
Awesome.
That is incredible, you guys. Way to go.
So for having the most sponsors of all the ladies in the Total Makeover Challenge, we are here in a limo and drinking wine and on our way to a nice restaurant.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Welcome back.
And what a great night out cruising in the limo.
I know, it
and
was awesome.
Catching up with the Total Makeover Challenge ladies. It was a much deserved prize for their hard work.
Absolutely. You know, the Total Makeover Challenge is not just about losing weight and inches, but we have a lot of mini challenges that we give the ladies so that they can get out of their comfort zone.
Exactly. Well, you know, they say getting out of your comfort zone is where the growth begins. So
Absolutely.
Anyway, so any ladies out there who are looking for a challenge in weight loss, fitness, and personal growth, we do have the 2021 season coming up, and registration opens December 1st, 2020.
It does.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've got mail.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to read the first one.
Okay.
Dear Trish and Jenny, can you cook corn on the cob under the engine hood of your car? John Paul voice from Chilliwack. Okay, John Paul.
JP. I'd have to say, I don't even know how to open a hood of a car, so that.
I'm not really sure either. I got a new one now, and I'm like, oh, I haven't even opened it yet.
And
But I guess if you wrapped it in tinfoil and stuck it there, and hopefully it's not falling while
I don't
you're
even know how to
driving,
work a
maybe.
normal oven, so I doubt I could
I
even
mean,
do
do
that.
people do that kind of thing? Maybe
don't know.
he does. He's going to have to tell us how to do that.
Yes. JP, you can come over and do that.
By the way,
Yeah.
John Paul Voice is actually the creator of our diddly, what do you call that?
Chill and
Intro,
chat
chill and
music.
chat music.
Yes, it's awesome. We
He's
love it. Thank
he's
you,
an
JP.
awesome musician and an awesome songwriter.
Yeah. Okay, shall I do the next one?
Sure.
Okay. Dear Trish and Jenny, if your boss gave you an envelope with the words "released to dream," what would you think? Elaine Harder from Chilliwack.
I would, if I got an envelope that said on the front
release
of
to
it or
dream.
inside,
Well, it says gave you an envelope with the words "released to dream."
so it's on the outside of the envelope and
Okay,
it
well, so-
says release to,
Yeah,
to dream.
I guess okay. Yeah.
And I would hope when I opened it up, there'd be like a lot of money in there or something. But if my boss gave me that, and I don't really have a boss, but if I had a boss and he gave that to me, I would think I was getting fired in a nice way.
Right. So, okay.
What do you think?
Well, I never really had a boss for years, but I guess we do now. Or someone just bought our company, so I guess they're my bosses. I would think that they're giving me a big bonus and telling me to go enjoy it. That's what I
Wow.
would
Would you
think.
still
So
have a job though? Like,
at this point, I don't think it matters if they give me a
okay,
big-
all right. Anyways, are we ready for our guest?
Yes, our guest is Alyson Seale, an associate professor of the University of the Fraser Valley, teaching the Workplace Task Program, which is a pre-employment program for people with disabilities.
But first, a word from our sponsor. Welcome, Alyson.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's always so much fun when we get to hang out.
I know.
Absolutely,
I know. It's
absolutely.
been a few months with the whole COVID thing, but it's great to be able to see you today.
Yes,
It's
from across
great.
the room. Yes.
Yes, from very far away.
Anyways, can you start with telling us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I love having fun and I love being with people. I live at Cultus Lake, so we do a lot of kayaking and hiking. And probably the most exciting thing for me at this point is my new little grandson who's 5 months old. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I've seen all the
awesome.
pictures on Facebook. So
Oh,
cute.
yes. In fact, I have them here. Would you like me to show them? No, I don't.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Excellent. Well, I know that you're teaching a pre-employment program at the University of the Fraser Valley. So tell us a bit about that program.
Well, it's a pre-employment program versus an employment program, and it's for people with disabilities, and so it's about being able to learn about how to get a job and how to keep a job, and then we bridge you to somebody who would help you get that job and support you on that job.
Right.
So my experience with that would be, I've been working with people with disabilities since the mid '80s, and I've been teaching this program for the last 15 years, and you know what? It's a really amazing little program. I absolutely love it.
So what are the things that they teach in the program?
Well, students, it's full time, and they would be in 4 days a week, 8:30 to 2:30. But the content would be it's discovery about yourself. So, what do you love? What's easy? What's hard? What are your dreams? What are your goals? And helping to be able to set those goals and start to achieve them. It's also about career exploration. So, looking at all kinds of different jobs, looking at things like interview skills and resume writing and all the good paperwork that goes along with finding a job. And then we also talk a lot about safety. There's 4 certificates in there. Food
Wow.
safe. Yeah.
What
food
are
safe.
Great.
what are the certificates at?
Food safe.
Okay.
First aid.
Okay.
Superhost, which is about customer service.
Nice.
And WMIS, which is about chemicals. So those really look great on a resume.
Nice.
Exactly.
And how many people do you have room to fit in your program?
Do you know what? 16 is our maximum, and I actually have 2 seats left. So
seats.
I know. It's a little
Good
bit
time
scarce.
to share this then.
It's a perfect
Yes.
time to share.
And is this like the Chilliwack campus or the Abbotsford campus or?
Do you know, in non-COVID times, we run through the Chilliwack campus, but this time it's going to be all online. So I'm
yeah.
really excited about how that's going to
Wow.
work through. Yeah, we've got some interesting things planned.
Wow.
So this is the first time you actually done it online then?
Yeah, so we'll all be kind of learning together.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, very exciting. Well, we'll be right back to hear more after this message. Welcome back. We are here talking with Alyson Seale.
Hi.
So Alyson, we've talked about this program, a lot, and you're so passionate about it. Can you share, what some of the highlights are for you for this program?
Absolutely. I think the highlights for me are when I see students really making changes, when I start to see their confidence blooming, when I start to see them taking action towards their goals, when we start to see things really happen, start to really change. And I hear that from families as well, so sometimes parents or guardians or family members that are supporting them as well, they'll come to me and they'll say, wow, I can't believe the change at home, they're emptying the dishwasher, or they're applying to new jobs, or they're doing, so it's not just employment, it's really very holistic. So
Wow.
Probably gaining lots of confidence and
Yeah.
Believing in themselves, right?
Yeah, and with that confidence, people are much more prepared to take sort of healthy risks, right? And that's how we move things along. So it's exciting. It's exciting.
Nice. So it sounds like a program like this is really important to our community. Would you agree?
Absolutely. In a couple of ways. Obviously, it's really important for the student. It's a bit like a springboard into life, right? And so it's really wonderful, and we see the developments there. But within the community, we see that too. We see people, seeing people with disabilities participating in the community and participating in employment and contributing, and it's really great because then they become much more part of the community, and we start to have some real inclusion happening. So that's really important.
Nice.
Well, it sounds like an amazing program,
It does.
and I think you're probably one of the best people to be running that program.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that.
And maybe you could share how people can get information about this program.
Absolutely. So if you happen to be a person with a disability, or you know somebody with a disability who's really ready to take charge of their life, and employment is part of that, just give me a call. I'd be happy to give you some more information. I'm sure you have lots of questions. So we're going to have the phone number and my email just down at the bottom here, and you can give me a call. We have some really friendly faculty and staff that are ready to support you through the whole application process. And there's also opportunity for funding for the program. So you may be able to go through the program without actually having to have a penny out of pocket. So that makes it a little easier to attend as well.
Wonderful.
So
That sounds great.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yes, thank you so much for being with us today, Alyson.
you're welcome. It was so much fun. Thank you for having me.
And now, Treasure Trails. Welcome to Treasure Trails. All right, early morning hike.
And we're at Sardis Park, which is a little park right in the middle of Sardis and Chilliwack, and it's perfect for just a little walk around a pond. It's absolutely beautiful.
And it's also perfect for our high heel challenge.
Yes,
that
we
got
have our
from
high
Hunter-
heels on.
Here they are. Fluevogs. Our first stop by the weeping willow tree.
And we found out it's both our favorite trees.
I know, it's
of course.
always been my favorite tree when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And look at the pond.
Aw, so beautiful. This is a 5-hectare park that used to be a gravel pit. Sitting on this beautiful park bench.
Enjoying the view. The ducks, they're so cute. Which way, Jenny? That way or that way?
Let's do both. Okay, no swimming and no feeding the wildlife, but you are allowed to look for hidden treasure.
It's so peaceful here.
I know, I totally forgot about this park. We used to come here with the kids when they're little. So perfect, the little playground and a quick little loop around the pond. It's perfect.
It is beautiful.
And we have the treasure.
Yes, let's show them what
Yes.
it is.
So it's a journal, The Mountains Are Calling, and you know what? You can document all your different hikes.
Well, let's go hide it. This park comes with workout machines.
This is awesome. Let's go work out.
All right. Not only did we accept the challenge of hiking in our high heels,
We also worked out on the machines in our high heels.
awesome.
And now,
Let's go.
play. And that's how it's done with poise.
Well, we're at the end of our beautiful treasure trail hike today.
And what a gorgeous hike around the pond. 655 meters.
So you're going to want to go around at least 4 times to get a good 2.5 kilometers in for your hike.
And you get a workout at the workout station, and you can do it in high heel shoes.
Yes, high heel shoes. How fun. So, happy treasure hunting.
Welcome back, everyone.
And thank you, Audrey, for the high
Yes,
heel
thank you.
hike challenge. We actually had a lot of fun doing that.
That was a lot of fun. In our matching Fluevogs.
Yes,
The mine were much tinier.
I know, but at least I had mine first.
That's true. Anyway, they were actually really comfortable to walk in.
Oh,
You can believe it,
absolutely.
yeah.
Those are my go-to shoes when we go to Vegas,
Yeah.
which I really miss going to.
I know.
Walk 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
You know, like 25,000 steps is usually what we do. My feet feel like they're in leather gloves and they feel amazing.
I know.
They're
I
amazing
think
shoes.
it's hard to believe, but I've seen it. So I've seen you do that, and they are so comfortable.
Yes.
Hey, and by the way, you said I keep meaning to ask you, John Fluevog,
Yep,
that you had
yeah.
dinner with him. So how did this happen?
Oh, that's right. I did have dinner with him.
Yeah.
All right. It's a very interesting story. We were going to a church in Abbotsford.
Okay.
And the pastor of the church, he speaks all over the world, actually, but he was speaking in Vancouver. And John Fluevog was at a event he was speaking at.
Right.
And they became friends. And then for some reason, our pastor, Bruce and I were going through a really, really hard time. So he kind of knew what was going on in our lives. And so he told John all about what was going on with us. And John went, "Oh, I really want to meet these guys."
Oh, really?
Because he
Oh, my
felt like
goodness.
he had gone through a really hard time
Right.
himself, and he felt like he wanted to encourage us and give us some,
that's
basically
neat.
encouragement. And so we had a wonderful time with him and his
Yeah.
wife, and he was amazing. And I was just reading an article in the Vancouver Sun,
Right.
and I'm going to quote John Fluevog, and he says, "I'm fine, and I want to say to other people that they're fine. And if you're going through a really hard time, it's fine. It's going to be fine." And that was an article in November.
Oh, wow.
And that was
that's
just,
probably what-
that's totally him. Like, you can see
Yeah.
that's part of who he is. He
Yeah.
wants people to know they're going to be
Well,
fine.
if he wanted you there and he was wanting to tell you that, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
he did, and it was awesome.
Aw. Well, he definitely has famous customers such as Alice Cooper, Lady Gaga, Kit Harington, and of course, Dr. Bonnie Henry now.
Yes,
So-
he designed a pair for her.
Yeah, and it's really amazing because I was actually reading an article on him, and he has dyslexia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Oh.
he never went to university or design school, but look how successful he is, and
he
how
certainly
creative,
is.
and so it's pretty amazing.
Awesome. Anyways, we're going to start doing some shout outs.
Yeah. So,
I'll go first.
okay.
A very dear friend of ours who was also a speaker twice
Yes,
in Chill,
yeah.
in Chill and Chat. Kristen Olenek, she's also known as the Happy Wedding Officiant. It's her birthday
Yeah,
tomorrow.
happy birthday, and happy birthday to Bill Clough. And they're both on September 11th.
They are. What an
Yes.
interesting birth date.
Exactly. So now for next week, we are going to be doing some highlight videos for our final season, our final episode of our first
yeah,
season.
we have one more episode
Yeah.
for season 1.
Exactly.
And just some highlights, and we're going to talk about a little bit about
We're going to
some really great
showcase
moments.
some of our people we interviewed, and our treasure trails, and our wine, and
Who, what, where, when, why.
There we go.
All right. Anyone who wants to share with us questions,
Yeah.
feedback, or requests for topics, email us at chillandchattv@gmail.com.
and until next time,
Cheers.
keep chilling and chatting.